Hey guys, so welcome to the BLT channel. As you read by the title, this is the second part of the before versus after show. The first part is where I review ABL from all the info that's out there. I talk about the characters, I talk about the plot, about the trailers and what I think of it, and at the end I give a ranking. And the second part is basically me talking about my thoughts on the BL since I've watched it. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you want more stuff from me, make sure to subscribe. So as you know, in this one we're going to be obviously talking about My Engineer the series. And I don't want to waste more time because there's a lot of things that we need to get into. Let's get right into it. So we're going to start with the character Bon. The character is really nice, but he is insecure. He gets easily jealous of everything. Even if Doin tells him that it's nothing, he still feels jealous. What I really don't like is the fact that he'll feel jealous, but instead of saying sorry for feeling jealous and making Doin explain himself forever, he makes Doin apologize to him, even though he didn't do anything. So yeah, that's the only toxic part that I see in Bon. But rather than that, there are of course a lot of scenes where Bon is caring, he's nice, but that's the only thing that I don't like about his character. And also a big bonus is the fact that he said that even if he is a bottom, he would have to accept that, and that basically he doesn't have a problem with that. And I'm very glad that we have something like that in a BL, because we usually don't. Let's talk about Doin. He is a nice person, but he is insecure as hell. He wouldn't let Bon touch him or show any skinship at all. If you think about it, as a couple, they are given the most basic characteristics of a BL couple. Bon is playing the playboy, Doin is the innocent student. However, their relationship is really hard to work out because they're both insecure. And there is no trust. It is just really hard to work that out. Now I want to point out a different scene where they are going on a first date, but Doin's little sister is with them, and they're going to a floating market. The little girl gives them the name Mom and Dad, which to me, I don't really have a problem with that, because she accepted the fact that they are together, and she doesn't have a problem with it. Unlike the flower girl, the little girl who was selling flowers, who was disgusted when she found out that Bon would kiss a guy, or a guy would kiss a guy. So that's what I'm trying to point out. I'm trying to say that it would be refreshing to acknowledge the fact that they are a gay couple, not straight, and be giving the names Mom and Dad. But I couldn't help it. I think it was cute, it was nice. But yeah, their first date was really cute. Right, so now we're going to be talking about Mek. Now, I have to say that Mek is the most depressing character of this whole BL. This dude went through so much. He's hiding his feelings. He's getting hurt all the time. He secretly loves the nickname "you husband." He does everything that boss asks him to do, even though he doesn't have a benefit from it, and I think that's really sweet. But I just feel like he didn't needed that voiceover on him. I don't know why I didn't do my research enough, but if I do find out why he had a voiceover, I will cut this part and insert a part where I talk about why that happened, but at this moment I don't know. Alright, so let's talk about Boss. He is a character that literally goes after the wrong people the whole time, thinking that he should be with them, when the one that's for him is literally in front of him. I kind of realized in the middle of the series that he's in denial of his feelings for Meg, but he goes after Fawn. And as a couple, I don't have anything negative to say. I'm happy that they have a good relationship development. They also have all types of scenes, funny, sad, all of that. And I'm happy that in the end they actually got together, and that Fawn is the only mature female who actually talked it out with Boss and took a step back. And I think that is really rare to find that in a BL. So next up, we're going to be talking about King. He is a good friend. We see some scenes where he is giving advice to Bon. He is helping the younger students with homework. So I think that since the beginning he had a small crush on Ram, but he didn't thought that Ram would have feelings for him too. So when we get to the end, he is completely aware of his feelings and he's trying to run away from Ram. As for Ram, he's also, as a person, he's good. He's very shy, which I think is rare to find that kind of guy in a BL, but alright. I love that for him. His development was great. He's an awesome friend to Doin and to rest of the friend group. And what I want to say is, in season 2, I would like to see his dad's affair sorted out. As a couple, they're a unique one. Their development is gorgeous. They're going with the flow. There's no rush whatsoever. But we'll have to see how it ends with them in season 2. About Frong, he's amazing. Now what I feel bad about him because he always feels bad because of Bon. Whatever he would try to just talk to Doin, not do anything else, just talk. Bon would get in the way, make him feel bad over the smallest things, and make him leave and feel like trash. I'm also sad about that he got heartbroken 2 times. The first one was with Doin and the second was with the Dr. Tara. I hope they get a happy ending in season 2. About Tara, he is mature. I love his lizard and how he's not scared of showing his weird side. I personally thought that he will fall for Frong, but alright, we will see more in season 2, I guess. As a couple, they are more on the mature side. They can make a very good couple. But personally, I think that even if they don't end up in a relationship, I hope they find someone they love, and even if they stay friends in season 2, I would love to see their development as characters. Now about the BL itself, I have to say the music is amazing. Now the character development is on point, and this is the only BL drama that addresses the whole thing with the positions in bed, how your personality doesn't have to do anything with your preference. Now, I will get into something else real quick, and that is the bad female representation. You will think there wasn't really much of it. It was okay. It wasn't really toxic. It was laid back. Well, no. Here are a lot, actually, of examples of bad female representation again in a BL. I thought there would be like 2 or 3, but I actually thought of 6. So let's go through them. So the first one that I thought of immediately was Bon's fangirls were trying to do something to Doon's motorcycle. They were basically messing around with it, trying to like break things so it wouldn't work. The next one was when some other girls were following Ram and King when they were riding the bike. The character Ging was going on a date with Boss, but she had a boyfriend. Next thing is in the opening scene, there was a girl who they were kind of looking at Frong because he was in the scene, and she straight up said, "I wish I could spend a night with Frong." Next up is Ram's best friend who had an affair with his father, and even said to him, and I quote, if we love a person, we should only focus on their good side. And the last one is the girl who desperately wanted to be with Bon on her birthday, so she made him buy her a perfume, get a cake, invite his friends, but she also flirted with Doon when Bon wasn't around. I love the fact that there was a lot of true friendship in this BL. They are giving advice. I remember this one scene where a friend of Mech told him, if you like Boss, you should tell him, stop hiding your feelings, and I think that was just the best. I think that was one of my favorite scenes of basically this whole BL. And also the fact that Doon's friends put Bon on a test so that they can see if he's the one for their friend. That was also cute. And I don't know if you guys remember, but there is also a scene where Ram and Bon are in a fight. Like they had a fight just to see if Bon could fight or something. So yeah, I personally think that this BL is underrated. I'm not gonna talk about other BLs, what they did, how it ended, and all of that, the hype. I'm not gonna get anyone involved. I'm just talking about what I personally think. It has some of the best character development I've ever seen in a BL. The couples are unique. There are some really good couple scenes, like Mech and Boss. Like they had a dancing scene. There was Ram and King on the bike. Just some very touching scenes. Also, the whole plot, the characters, everything was well thought of. There were some details in that, and I think that's very beautiful. Now, I have to change my ranking because this is how the show works. In the previous part, as you may not know, on the before versus after show, I give a ranking at the end of how I think this BL is gonna be. Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be bad? The ranking goes from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, and I gave it a 7. I think that I'm going to give it a 8 just because we have to wait for the couples Ram King and Frong and Dr. Terra, we will, you know, see in season 2 what will go down with them. And also I'm just not very happy with the whole female thing, and with the fact that Bon and Doon's couple could have shown different relationship problems rather than the whole being jealous of whoever and whatever. This is the end of this video. I have to give a big thank you to the director who made this BL, because it will definitely be in the list of my favorites. I love that there's going to be season 2 also. We still have to sort things out. So yeah, these are my thoughts on My Engineer, the series. I hope you guys enjoyed the second part of the before versus after show. I hope that you would choose to subscribe, of course, if you want more content from me, and if you like this video, make sure to leave it a like. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.